Hi, I'm Abigail Osry.
And I'm Emily Osry,
prepared for Powderpuff. Welcome to Season 6, Episode 24 of El Camino Reality. This week we show you what happened last Friday at Powderpuff, tell you about NJROTC's Super Bowl, bring you the Science Bowl, tell you about the importance of voting, talk about the girls' basketball's recent success, and of course, toss it over to Josh Schaefer for this week's sports wrap-up. Last Friday, senior and junior girls toughed it out on the football field at Powderpuff. That's right, while the girls played football, the junior and senior boys cheered them on, booty shorts and all. Roni Aziza and Manisha Kaur covered the event.
The reverse game of football, commonly played in all high schools across the U.S., known as Powderpuff, has been around El Camino for well over a decade. The senior girls battle the juniors in an intense game of flag football, each competing for the title of the Powderpuff champion, while the boys settle their end of the competition with a cheer-off.
We expected to win because we've had a lot of training. The girls worked really hard. There's a lot of physical talent in the squad.
I think we were better organized, and I think that we worked hard. We actually put it all out on the field.
After this game, I feel like next year that we're going to whoop ass, but not by the game being rigged, just because we have good talent.
We worked hard at practice. We made sure that we were getting the plays done.
I feel very rejuvenated and spirited because with the Spirit Parade coming up, we have something to look forward to with our junior and senior rivalry and a great closing to our senior year.
For the past 4 years, the seniors have held the winning streak, and tonight they added another year to their streak, crushing the juniors at the 2016 Powderpuff game. For El Camino Reality, this is Roni Aziza.
And now Kenny Esterkin and Alex Marcuzzi tell you about NJROTC's advancement into the Area 11 Super Bowl.
This past Saturday, El Camino's Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps competed in the Area 11 Super Bowl along with some of the best ROTC units in our area.
Area 11 consists of all the ROTC units, the Navy ROTC units, in Southern California and in Arizona. So they go all the way down to San Diego, all the way out to Phoenix, and as far north as Fresno. The events, it's a culmination of the end of the year field meets. It takes the winners or the top 4 places from each field meet, and then those top 4 teams from each of the field meets will then compete in the Super Bowl, the Area 11 championships. And this year they're being held in Santa Ana High School in Santa Ana, California.
The Super Bowl requires plenty of preparation through team practices, academic study sessions, and extensive planning. In order to compete in the Super Bowl, ROTC units must attend various competitions and qualify high enough to advance.
Well, the events are the same for every field meet. There are 5 drill events. There are 2 armed drill events. There's the basic and the exhibition. There are 2 unarmed drill events, the basic and the exhibition, and there's color guard. And the teams will compete in each of those categories. Those have 10 to 11 members each. The color guard is only 4 members. And then there's the athletic events, which include a 16 by 100 relay, and then a 4 by 220 relay. And also included in the athletic events are push-ups and sit-ups. So do as many push-ups as you can in 2 minutes and as many sit-ups as you can in 2 minutes.
Looks like ROTC is more than just marching. Great job to all the competitors. For El Camino Reality, this is Alex Marcuzzi.
And now Tunga Bayarma, Angela Rouse, and Jared Stein cover Science Bowl's recent competition.
Science Bowl is a club that runs throughout first semester. The 2015-2016 team went into competition and A team got 3rd place.
In Science Bowl, when we're in school, half of it we're just studying and reading textbooks, and the other half we're doing practice simulations of the competition, which we call buzzing.
So in science bowl, we just have to study for the competition. So there's a bunch of different topics, so physics, chemistry, biology, earth and space, energy, and math. And we all get assigned different subjects and we have to specialize in them. And so towards the end, we were coming every day after school from about 4 o'clock to 8 p.m. So it was a lot of studying.
Science bowl competition went very well. It exceeded my expectations because we got 3rd place, and I didn't expect to get past 5th place. I had to push my work back a bit, and sometimes I would fall behind, but I just worked every day during lunch, just trying to get all my work done. My school work, so I could allocate all my after-school time towards science bowl.
It does have a lot of overlap. So for example, in my AP Environmental Science class, the things I learned in Science Bowl helps me with the things I learned in there.
If you want to join Science Bowl, or if anyone does in general, then there are no requirements. They can literally just walk in every single day and join Science Bowl.
For those who want to join Ocean or Science Bowl, their door is always open at C125. For El Camino Reality, this is Tunga Bayarma.
Over the past decade, the number of young voters has fallen dramatically. With the controversy over the various candidates for president, and particularly with Super Tuesday just happening last week, seniors begin to realize the importance of voting. Isabella Balbi, Adele Schroet, and Jenny Miriano tell you more.
Many students will be able to vote in the primary election on June 7th this year. In 2014, America's youth had the lowest turnout ever in voting history.
The decisions that are being made by politicians obviously affect young people. I mean, if you look at the last presidential election, something like 38% of 18 to 25-year-olds voted, whereas if you look at the demographics older than 65, it's like 70%. The decisions being made in America are being made by people who are selected by older people.
I think it's important to vote because if everyone had that same mentality of, oh, my vote doesn't matter, then most likely the people that we won't want in power will end up in power.
About 21% of able voters are those ages 18 to 29, making the young vote one of the most influential of the population.
The reality is, I think that young people, policies are going to affect them as they're trying to go to college and get jobs. These kind of policies matter and they start paying taxes. One of the easiest ways, obviously, to get involved in the political process is through voting. It's relatively easy to register to vote, too, nowadays. So it's kind of this catch-22, where if you vote, hopefully people are going to represent you, but at the same time, people don't really want to vote simply because they feel like it doesn't disconnect, that it doesn't represent them.
The 2016 election has been taken to social media, hopefully encouraging more students to vote.
I definitely think this is the most entertaining election.
The Republicans kind of looking at this outsider like Donald Trump, who I think resonates with a lot of people who are frustrated and feel like their vote doesn't matter. And then your more traditional kind of conservative candidates like Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio. And then you're seeing it again with the Democrats, where you have this kind of traditional candidate in Hillary Clinton, and then someone who's really kind of coalescing and getting the younger vote in Bernie Sanders.
Be sure you get out and vote. For El Camino Reality, this is Jenny Mariano.
Speaking of recent successes, girls basketball is killing it in playoffs. Nick Morser, Janet Yap, and Keegan Sly tell you more.
The girls varsity basketball team defeated Granada Hills on Saturday, February 27th by a final score of 43-38. With this win, El Camino clinched a spot in the Varsity Girls Open Division Championship, where they played Palisades on March 4th. Prior to the championship, the team talked about their season up to this point.
I think that we are doing really well. Obviously, there's still some things that we need to work on, and I think that we deserve everything that we are getting because we have worked really hard for this.
Everything that we did last year was ugly compared to this year. This year, we've made so many great changes. Our work ethic is much better.
I'd say this is the best season we've had since I've been here. It's my 4th year. My first year here, we had a really good year, and by making it to the finals, it kind of tops that year. So this season's been very good. I'm proud of the girls and the rest of the coaches, even from Frostsoft, the JV. Those teams did really well. They only lost one game each. So it's just been an all-around best year for the program, I think, in a long time.
The players and coaches are very confident in this year's team.
I'm confident enough that we will win the city championship. A few years ago, we got to the finals and I wasn't that confident, but now I'm a senior and I'm pretty sure that this is our year.
As of now, our season's been really good. I have a lot of confidence in the team individually, and I feel like we can go really far.
I'm confident because we work hard and the girls are hungry. They want to win, and they really just want to play basketball, and that helps keep everyone calm. You know, we're in big games now, so you need confidence, but you also need to be level-headed.
Congratulations to the girls basketball team on another successful season. For El Camino Reality, this is Nick Morser.
And now let's toss it over to Josh Schaefer for this week's sports wrap-up.
Thanks, Emily. On Tuesday, the El Camino Real girls varsity soccer team defeated Bell High School to advance to the Los Angeles City Section Championship game in search of their 14th city title in 16 years. Karina Segato and Audrey Cabrera scored for El Camino Real in the final 20 minutes of the game. However, Taft scored 3 consecutive goals in the final 11 minutes of the game, went on to defeat El Camino Real by a final score of 3-2. It was a disappointing end to the season, and it wasn't the result we wanted, but we want to say congratulations to the Taft Toyoters for their first ever LA City Section Division I championship, and congratulate our ECR girls for another great run to the LA City Section Championship. They'll return next year just as strong and powerful as they were this year and last year. On Saturday, the girls varsity basketball team was defeated by the Palisades Dolphins in the Open Division City Championship at California State University Dominguez Hills. Unfortunately, that's the end of the season for the girls varsity basketball team. However, they might make the state playoffs, so go ahead and follow ECR Athletics on Twitter and ECR Live on Twitter and The Mess on Twitter for more updates about ECR Athletics. Join us again here on ECRJournalism.com for our next ECR Live broadcast as the ECR baseball team faces off with the West Ranch Wildcats on Thursday, March 10th, 6 o'clock p.m. at the University of Southern California's Dado Field. We'll be live on ECRJournalism.com for our first baseball broadcast of 2016. Matt Berner and myself on the call. Once again, that's Thursday, March 10th, 6 o'clock p.m. at the University of Southern California's beautiful Dado Field. For El Camino Reality, I'm Josh Schaefer.
From all of us on the crew of El Camino Reality, stay sharp, conquistadors. Don't forget to tell your friends to check us out on YouTube or at ECRJournalism.com. Following the credits is some footage from El Camino band Permanent Record.